We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the matchup we have been waiting for. It was the first game of the Letter League season. We had a feeling it was going to be a very significant game, and it turned out to be an NFC Championship preview. It's the T team against the D team for the right to go to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady finally with his correct jersey number after I went through and basically made all the right fixes before the conference championship round started. So he's wearing a Trayvon Diggs jersey there. And here comes the D team. And the T team coming out. Two unbelievably stacked rosters. We're either going to get a shootout or a slugfest or something in between. But it's going to be gorgeous either way. Or we'll get a blowout. Who knows? Dallas Cowboys versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. T team versus D team. Tom Brady versus Dak Prescott. Derrick Henry on the field. Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce. Devontae Adams. Darren Waller. DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, you could just name the biggest stars in the NFL, and all of them are on the field tonight. And whoever's not is already in the Super Bowl with the Jason. Daniel Carlson out to kick this off. Forget who the return. I think it might be Tyreek Hill back to return. There's getting set. There's Mike McCarthy somehow. Still the coach of this team. And even though the entire kickoff team was lined up, they gotta go line up again. Gotta love Madden continuity. Tyler Lockett back to return. Carlson setting it up, and we are underway. It's a pooch kick. Lockett will try to get to the sideline and get the corner, and they shut him down. He gets to the 22. Decent return, but not all that great. Lost 3 yards from where it would have been if he had let it roll out. So here comes the 7-time Super Bowl champion, Tom Brady. 99 overall. Second time as the cover athlete of Madden, sharing it with Patrick Mahomes, who had a subpar season on the P team. It wasn't all that good. And on first down, Brady's going to be in an empty set.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
No pressure. He has not come close to being sacked, but that's an incomplete pass. Derwin James steps in and knocks away the ball. That physicality is going to be key. D-team has some good guys in their secondary, but they're matching up against some of the best receivers, and they're going to have to recover for 5 to 6 seconds every single play. 2nd and 10. Brady launches, got his man wide open. It's Tyreek Hill. Yeah, once you put him in the slot, it's curtains. He's just so fast and shifty. It'll be 3rd and 1.
He's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go. 3rd and 1, Brady in the shotgun, Tony Pollard next to him. We'll see if they get their first run of the day here. Nope, Brady passes again, 3rd and 1, got his man open, it's Travis Kelce, 40, 45, 50. Kelce to the 40, it's the first big splash play of the day. And yards after catch situations like that is how Tom Brady was able to get 517 passing yards in the divisional round matchup against the C team, and that is what the D team has to shut down today if they want to have any chance of winning this game. They can't turn these little 5-yard out routes into 35-yard gains. It just cannot happen.
And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So that changes things a bit. Here's a
so it's 1st and 10, already in field goal range for the T team.
Brady now to throw.
Brady drops back. Throws long. It's caught by number 22. I'm not entirely sure who that is. I think it's Travis Etienne, maybe? It's Ty Montgomery. 2-yard game. Montgomery had a key fumble that led to the C team being able to come back in that game, but ended up not mattering because of the absolute volatility of this offense. Brady in the shotgun again. We're not sure when we're going to see the first traditional run play out of this team. It might be here, but nope. There goes Tony Pollard out wide. No one's covering. Nobody's covering Tony Pollard. Brady looks short, caught for Tyreek Hill. He picks up 6, but he's still short of the third down.
It's third down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might
so it's 3rd and 3. Watch those drag routes now. Brady drops back. They have not run the ball. Yeah, that's almost picked off. Oh my goodness. That was Demario Davis.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually
shuffling up, and he just barely missed it.
Passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So it'll be a field goal attempt for Tyler Bass from 44 yards.
And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
Kick is up, and it is good.
And the Bucs take
And the team takes the lead.
And just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put
I mean,
the field goal right.
these two teams' ideologies couldn't be any more different. T team did not run a single run play on the first drive, while the D team thrives and dominates with their two-headed running backs, two-headed backfield of letter league MVP Derrick Henry and, you know, all-pro running back in his own right, Dalvin Cook. So here we go, Deebo Samuel back to return for the D team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field.
Bass runs up and kicks it off. Plays them way back there, and Samuel will not take it out. So here comes the D team starting offense. Dak Prescott in at quarterback, Derrick Henry at running back. We got Derek Watt in at fullback. Their wide receivers, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, DK Metcalf, Deebo Samuel, and DJ Moore. I mean, yards after catch athleticism all over the field. Darren Waller is the best tight end on this team. Here we go. It's Derrick Henry who takes a little bit of extra time, but only gets 2.
Straight ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 here. Prescott with Henry in the backfield still. They hand it to him again. They really want to get that going, and Henry breaks the tackle, but only gets 2. It'll be 3rd and 6.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
So it's 3rd and 6. They abandon the run game. Prescott in the empty set.
On 3rd down,
Dak.
Prescott.
Under pressure, gets it away. It's caught by Devontae Adams, and he gets the first down.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Good play there. The pressure started to come in, but they designed the route to open up right when the pressure came up so that the spacing would be larger and Prescott could get an open throw to Adams and let his athleticism do the rest of the work there. Tyrann Mathieu pushing Adams out of the field.
Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help him relax a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up.
So it's 1st and 10. I think it's Dalvin Cook in the game already. Yep, it's Cook to the outside. They try to use his speed and elusiveness, and it does not work. 2-yard gain.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They keep it on the ground.
They fake the jet sweep and run zone. Derrick Henry gets stuck again. 3rd and 5. You know, you can say they're struggling on the ground game. That's absolutely true. They love to have those splash plays with Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook just picking up chunk yardage. But they will also live with these plays and make the 3rd and short. Prescott with 2 wide receivers. He's got a tight end in. Henry stays in the block. Prescott is sacked.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Huge defensive play by the T team to take early control of this game.
Time in the pocket. pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result was him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds,
can't really tell who made that sack.
That's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Well out of field goal range.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Nothing.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Brady in the shotgun, 1st and 10.
Brady to throw.
Launches deep in his first throw of the drive. Tyreek Hill makes a catch and picks up 9.
Tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Early point lead. T team did not attempt a single field goal in their divisional round game against the C team. They were just driving so much on offense that it didn't matter. C team with an early stop, and that's a bad throw by Brady. He thankfully threw it so quickly with nobody there. So somebody was able to react to that a little bit faster. That's a pick 6. 3rd and 1. This is likely. You have to think this is the first time they run the ball today. You've got an incredible offensive line,
they tried to throw on second,
and you have a muscle back in Tony Pollard who can make it happen. And no, this is going to be a pass. Nope, it's a run to Pollard. And Pollard goes Montgomery. They have Montgomery in there instead of Pollard, and he does not get there. Devondre Campbell steps up and makes it stop. This is going to be a punt.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. It's a 4-yard return.
Good tackle on the punt coverage. Here comes the D team once again. They got stuffed on the first drive. Dak Prescott couldn't make an important pass when it mattered because Tampa Bay's pass rush got to him. It's not their strongest suit, D team. They have TJ Watt and Trey Hendrickson back there. There was somebody else who I wasn't really able to identify who got the sack there. They give it to Henry. No, it's a play fake. Beautiful play fake. Prescott, he's got a man wide open. Great needle thread throw, and it's beyond. Nope, it's Devontae Adams making the catch.
Certainly
have a big game there.
To the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Tom Brady trying to gas up Tony Pollard, who has yet to carry the ball today. Yeah, we're definitely going to count on you at the big moments. I know we just had a 3rd and 1 and we gave it to your backup who had an awful fumble, but we're really going to trust you. Trust me, trust me. Believe me.
After a good start to the drive.
Prescott hands it off to Cook, who finds a hole, almost breaks that tackle to get the 1st down immediately, but it's a good 8-yard gain on 1st down.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down.
Prescott steps up in the shotgun.
From the gun,
He'll hand it off to Dalvin Cook. He gets the 1st down.
Get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield.
He just
at the 50.
makes himself small, avoids those early points of contact, and gets the yards that he needs before he starts getting hit. Great run by Dalvin Cook.
Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Prescott steps up.
Prescott now
He'll throw on 1st down. It's going to be a short throw to Darren Waller, and he gets obliterated. Tre'Davious White stayed with him the whole time, did not have the size advantage, and did not care. Form tackle, right through the chest, into the ground, loss of 1.
Creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11. They will not run it. It'll be another throw. Prescott gets Devontae Adams again. They're trying to get him going as much as possible, and it's working so far. His 3rd catch of the day. And it's 3rd and 3. They love these 3rd and short situations, especially now they've moved past midfield. It's probably 4-down territory here. Derrick Henry in the backfield, that's going to be false start. Makes it 3rd and long. That could be a huge play in the long run.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
See if they can get this. It's going to rely on Dak Prescott here. He takes the snap. Cook in to block. He launches deep, and it is caught. Darren Waller makes the catch. Gain of 29 and a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category.
Let's take a look if that was a fade route, because that's one of the more difficult routes to get right. And that's what it is. Down the middle of the field, just streaking down. Number 40 didn't turn around in time, and Darren Waller makes the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's
so it's 1st and 10. Prescott in the shotgun. They're getting the pass game going.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
He's under pressure. It's a screen. It's a bad throw. Those screens almost never work.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. It's caught here by Adams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third and 3 here. Massive early play for the D team, down by 3. They hand it to Dalvin Cook. He does not get the 1st down. So now they've got a decision. They can tie the game with a field goal, or they can go for it on 4th and 1 with the best running back in football.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And the decision is they're going for it. Derrick Henry's in the game along with Derek Watt. Heavy set to the left side. They've got a little bit of a numbers advantage there. It's a throw. Prescott rolls out, throws short, and it's caught for a touchdown, Devontae Adams. What a gutsy call. And a difficult throw across Dak Prescott's body into double coverage, and it works.
It took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get
Adams with a difficult catch right in front of the linebacker, and he gets in to give the D team the lead in the NFC Championship game.
And pick up a 1st down. Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Lockett the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Big run for Tony Pollard. They're finally getting just Ty Montgomery. Still. And he gets the first down there. He's been struggling. He's been an inconsistent running back in his real-life career. That's a big run. They're finally relying on the run game a little bit, and Ty Montgomery finds some space, breaks a tackle, and gets a first down. Now they can really start to move the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun
hand it off, and that's going to be Pollard this time, just the 2nd carry of the game for just 2 yards. Maybe there's a reason they're going to Ty Montgomery.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Brady in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. 0 standing linebackers in the game for the D team. They both drop back now. Brady looking deep. Throws medium. It's caught by Lockett. They're going to say forward progress was stopped before he got to the first down. 3rd and 1. Can the D team come up with another stop here?
Is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball,
Brady on 3rd and 1.
Hit hard.
We'll hand it off. Pollard is obliterated. D team had 3 guys crashing the right side, and all he had to do was get by 1 block, and they all blew into Tony Pollard and ended that drive in its tracks.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game
Derwin James leading the charge. 2 linemen, neither of them can block well enough to keep that play rolling. It'll be another punt for Tress Way. Way sends it up. And that is going to fall into the end zone for a touchback.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Another open pass to Adams.
And they're able to get this one.
And Devontae Adams moves up, and that's DeAndre Hopkins. See, for a lot of the other games, DeAndre Hopkins was wearing number 82, and it was easier to tell apart from Adams, but they are both incredible, athletic, transcendent wide receivers.
After the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Prescott steps up to the shotgun. They've kind of abandoned the running game, which has been their identity all season. Prescott throws deep, and it's picked off. And maybe they should stay with the run game. Trayvon Mullen, the nickelback, gets the interception, and this game has just changed.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked. That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and sprint the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
All right.
Line of scrimmage. If you do that,
Brady in the shotgun on 1st and 10. We just had our first turnover of the game. What can the Bucs do with it? Oh no!
And forget about finding a lane.
And this offense was most dynamic when they were just abandoning the run game. They got to get back to the pass because the rush is not working. Loss of 3 in that play. Their blockers were completely useless. Ty Montgomery just got blown up in the backfield by number 58.
And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with
second and 13 now.
After the first down run goes
Brady in the shotgun, 4 wideouts out there.
Now Brady.
He's obviously passing. He's going to look, medium length, and oh my goodness, what a hit! And he knocked it out.
He doesn't drop too many in that department.
Terry McLaurin had it over the middle, and he got destroyed.
He dropped it, and in route,
3rd and 13.
Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here.
Brady on 3rd and 13.
To throw, it's Brady.
Takes the snap. Has Lockett going out to the outside. He stays in bounds. Oh my goodness! Derwin James lighting people up throughout this one. Forces the 4th down. His 3rd tackle of the game, and they have felt all 3 of those.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
It's rare to see hits that big in Madden, especially in CPU-controlled games. They don't really know what the hit stick is, but Derwin James has figured it out today. This is a long field goal, 62 yards.
It's a 61-yard attempt.
Yeah, Gus Wade did not have that range. I'm not sure what he was doing there. Really, really bad decision by the CPU, and now the D team has a short field.
Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Prescott has time. Rolls out. They're closing in on him again, and they sack him. 6-yard loss. That's Tyson Alualu. Getting the speed to stay with Prescott on the rollout.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play. Probably counting.
So this will be 3rd and long.
1, 2.
When it's quickly turning into a showcase for the defenses when most of the stars were on offense.
They'll need a big play here.
Prescott on 3rd and 12.
It's 3rd and long. Prescott.
He launches deep, nobody there. Really bad timing, and it's 4th and 12. This is going to end up being a really, really good punt, hopefully.
When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Defense got to be set to come back out to Mario Davis. Warming up his arms there. Dustin Colquitt. Oh, God.
Headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not
awful
be
punt.
As it sails out of bounds.
Just 19 yards.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal, you always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Oh, my.
A big play that
goodness, what a catch by Lockett. I got to get another look at that.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And to put a
that might be the most impressive play we've seen so far. And of course, I have the mic down for it.
6 yards in the air. Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Brady short, Kelsey makes the catch, and they are inside the 10.
It's also a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second
and 1 for Brady.
Brady going to throw.
He's got somebody short. He'll throw to the end zone. Touchdown, Travis Kelsey. And the T team retakes the lead.
Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. What a great weapon. So often.
And Justin was talking about how impressive defense has been. Tom Brady throws 3 incredible on-target passes. Travis Kelsey figures out where the ball is right at the exact moment he needs to. The Bucs retake the lead.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job.
First and 10 here.
Increase things. More touches.
Touchdown from 16. Fakes it short. Rolls out. And he is sacked.
He's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing.
Tyquan Settle. I'm not sure if that's his first name, but he gets the sack. Prescott is taken down way behind the 10-yard line.
Defensively, they've had their way
The team's in trouble.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down.
Prescott in the empty set on 2nd and 18.
To try again after the sack.
Quick screen, that's going to be caught by Devontae Adams. He has a lot of space and gets forward for 31 yards.
A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple.
Devontae Adams having the game of his life so far.
You don't have to push the ball
Keeping the D team afloat when Derrick Henry has been completely shut down.
So that play much
first and 10 here.
As they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. To throw is
Prescott drops back. Massive block laid by Dalvin Cook. Another big catch by Darren Waller. The former Baltimore Raven making the catch and pushing the D team across midfield.
A lot of tight ends just using size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Tebow Samuel, I don't know what's much fun there. Nah, who might have judged? I would do the same thing. 1st and 10. Prescott waits. Rolls out. Finally gets successful roll up. Throws wide open. It's caught by Tebow Samuel. No wonder he was so happy. He finally gets the target and the catch. Prescott with 161 passing yards in the first half, setting up for a monster stat line.
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
Another big hit there. Might have been a little bit of helmet-to-helmet contact. The Madden software does a good job of avoiding most of those types of hits because sometimes they just happen. Prescott hands it off. Derrick Henry had a little bit of space, but there's Trey. No, it's TJ Watt, I think. No, it's Tyson Alualu, who is nimble for a defensive tackle, staying with Henry and using his weight advantage to take him down.
Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's second
and 9.
Just a yard on that last
Henry is still in the game. Prescott calling an audible, bringing Hopkins in.
Now Prescott.
Straight pass. He throws. It's caught by Hopkins. They probably audibled it right to him. And he'll make the 3rd and short. Prescott on 3rd and 3.
Prescott now.
Henry stays in the block. They throw it to Henry on the quick release. Henry does not get there. It's a strong tackle by the Tampa defense to force a field goal. Tyrann Mathieu, who absolutely does not have the strength advantage over Derrick Henry. Basically, nobody does. But he stops him, gets that heads-up contact to slow the play down. And I think it was Alualu again. I really think it was Tyson Alualu again, who's making a case for defensive MVP so far in this game.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Daniel Carlson nails it, and we're tied at 10.
Got us up at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return.
Lockett will take this out and get taken down to 20.
This across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players and somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
2nd and 3.
Guys who know how to control their bodies when they
Brady steps up. Cannot remember the last time he was back. He'll get it away here. And that's hit and almost picked off. Derwin James has been the instigator for a lot of Dallas's most successful defensive plays so far.
Third down coming up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt.
Here's Brady on 3rd and 3.
Fell harmlessly to the ground. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Launches to the sideline. That's caught by Tyreek Hill. First down for Tampa Bay.
They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Brady on 2nd and 9. Will he look deep again? Yes, he will. And it is. Caught wide open, Tyler Lockett.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a play fake. Brady. Left side complete to Lockett.
Lockett with another huge catch. Brady's over 200 yards already, 220. And Tampa has the ball at the 4.
Play that time on the catch and run. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So
1st and goal now. Pollard in the game, he had 3 rushing touchdowns last week against the Bears. We'll see if they go to him again here. And they do. Pollard rolls up, they shut him down.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back.
2nd and goal, they keep Pollard in the game from the 2. And they will go to him again. Pollard cuts outside, but they shut him down again.
Do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Brady hands it off to Pollard again, and this time he gets in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They take a 17-10 lead.
Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Even to him, he's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game.
Prescott, Derrick Henry busts through a tackle and picks up his first splash run of the day, 15-yard gain.
To about the 35.
We got this. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's complete to his tight end.
Darren Waller outside 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Darren Waller ties the game.
Cowboys. Darren Waller, 65 yards.
And he's got a full choreographed dance to celebrate as Dallas Goedert high fives him. What a play.
And that is where
look at this breakaway speed.
Led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020.
That's incredible.
Effort here.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And on the next-gen stats, CD, we see he traveled better than 50 yards after the catch. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So out come the Bucs now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Brady. Pass incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete.
Beautiful catch there. Broken tackle. Terry McLaurin makes the catch and moves very, very close to midfield.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brady on 1st and 10. Time running out here in the first half.
Brady to throw again.
He throws quickly. That was almost a pick 6 for Demario Davis. Instead, it's a good throw.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very
And Brady keeps stacking up the passing yards.
Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Brady hands it off to Pollard, and he will not get there. Darius Leonard stopping that. It'll be 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Brady to throw. Complete.
Another completion for Brady to Travis Kelce. He has 258 yards passing. He is set to throw for 500 yards in back-to-back games.
Here the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here...
I mean, with the types of hitters they have, especially with Derwin James who made that tackle, you got to realize you're probably not going to get any interceptions against Brady. So you got to force fumbles.
Without getting beat deep for big passes.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here's Brady on 1st and 10. From the 34, they are in field goal range now, but they would want to get closer. Brady launches it deep, and they get the touchdown right here in the sideline. No, he dropped it. And that's what I talked about, big hit.
He had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother.
McLaurin was there, jumped up to make the catch, but he could not hold on when he got the big hit to his back.
So after the
2nd and 10 now.
First, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady.
Brady throws. That's going to be caught by Kelsey. Another first down.
He's going to have another first down here.
Travis Kelsey, just unbelievable. And at this rate, Brady might break the record for most passing yards in a single game. It's going to be close.
Defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
Brady waits, throws short. That's going to be another completion, but only 3 yards on that one. To Ty Montgomery.
In the red zone, just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They have done. D-team has done absolutely nothing to stop Brady so far. They've come very close to eclipsing 300 yards in the first half. He's going to throw to the end zone here. Nope, it's going to be short of the end zone, but it's a good, solid completion to Tyler Lockett. His 6th catch of the game, already 142 yards. Ridiculous stats being put up by Tom Brady in his receiving core here. They've run 40 plays, 40 offensive plays in the first half.
Going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go.
I mean, the biggest thing for Dallas, so that their secondary doesn't get apocalyptically exhausted, is to rely on Derrick Henry. They got to get the run game going, get some longer drives, just give Brady less time with the football. That's crucial.
Throwing now is Brady.
Brady, short, caught.
And just shy of the goal
To Kelsey. It's 2nd and goal from the 1. That's Kelsey's 8th catch of the game, already 87 yards.
To dot the I's, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
1 yard away. This is almost definitely a Tony Pollard run up the middle. That's exactly what it is. And Pollard, easy money. Touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Dallas does have all 3 timeouts. If they can get their passing game going, they can answer here.
From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22.
Not a great return by Samuel.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week,
Prescott on 1st and 10. Throws short. Oh my God.
Trying to win a ball game. I agree with you.
The CPU, which is evidently based on some sort of AI, cannot seem to figure out that halfback screens do not freaking work in Madden 22. Wasteful play there by the team when they really need to maximize every single snap of the ball that they get, especially these free ones.
Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott
Got a man down there. They're going to have to call timeout here, and they do. Debo Samuel makes a good reception, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from 33.
Seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Prescott's another screen. Dalvin Cook, this one might actually work. Cook gets out of bounds. They won't use timeout, but they only pick up 5 yards. He had plenty of blockers there, but Tampa's defense doesn't want to move fast enough as they shut off the edge and were able to outflank the blockers that were trying to get outside. 31st play on offense for the B team. Prescott drops back, throws long, and it's incomplete. He had Waller there, but he overthrew him.
You've always been very good about checking my math.
3rd and 5.
That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
3rd and 4.
Here's Prescott.
Prescott waits, rolls out. He'll throw long, and it is intercepted. Trayvon Mullen, his second huge play of the day. And suddenly, the T team has the ball with 2 timeouts in 25 seconds. The best quarterback in NFL history coming off the sideline. I mean, Prescott had a cross-his-body throw for the 4th and goal touchdown. That time it backfires in a major way because he was targeting Derrick Henry in double coverage. Really bad decision by Prescott. Can the Bucs make them pay for it?
Field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. The Buccaneers in good field position.
Brady with 4 wide receivers out there. He still has Ty Montgomery, who's a good receiving back in the backfield.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
Waits. Under pressure, gets it away before he's hit, and that is incomplete. That might be the first time Tom Brady's been hit all postseason. Turns into a bad pass, that was almost an interception.
From good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Brady on 2nd and 10. Hands it off to Pollard. Looks like they're going to get up here. Pollard, 50. And suddenly they're going to use their timeout. I mean, you kind of think once people start running the ball late in the first half that they're just letting it go to the second half. But they had huge blockers set up, a beautiful lane. And suddenly with 11 seconds, they have their choice of the crowd. They can run whatever play they want here and probably still have enough time to call a timeout and get the field goal team out there. They can make this a 10-point game before Dallas gets the ball to start in the second half. What a luxury. Brady. The throw short. It's caught out of bounds. Not really what you'd want. And this is probably going to be a long field goal attempt for Tyler Bass. This is not within his range. I would recommend going for another play, or just a Hail Mary. And no, they're going to go for it. This is about 60 yards, 59 and a half. Bass's kick is no good. And with 1 second on the clock, the D team will get the ball at midfield.
The long distance shot before break.
They got to go for a Hail Mary.
Now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
This cannot be a kneel down. If you have a 50-50 shot at the end zone, they're going to go for a field goal. What are they doing? This is a 68-yard attempt, and it does not get close. What was that?
So that would have been something from that.
What was that?
No avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There's
Baffling decision to send Daniel Carlson out there for a 68-yard attempt instead of going for a Hail Mary. That might be one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in this game. That was shocking.
Halftime report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say...
So the D team gets a free drive here. This is likely the most important drive of their season. They have to put everything into it. Dalvin Cook is the running back in the first play. He goes out for a quick route to the outside. Prescott launches deep. It's caught Darren Waller. He had a little bit of a seam, but Tyrann Mathieu was wise to it, shut it down before he was able to get too far. Prescott already over 270 passing yards. We're just one play into the second half. We're going to see some absolutely astronomical stat lines at the end of this one. I'll definitely go into the stats page once the game is over and give you guys a look at what happened.
Big hitter to start the drive has him up.
So another first down. Close to midfield. Prescott hands off Derrick Henry. He gets better as the game goes on. What an incredible run. I mean, just running through people.
That one definitely helps.
It's like their walls made out of styrofoam.
Trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game.
Another first down. This is what I talked about. You got to make these drives a little bit longer. And while you love the splash plays, you would almost want these runs to be a little bit, shorter so that you have the ball for longer. You're running more plays, making the defense more tired, and also keeping Tom Brady off of the field. Prescott on 1st and 10. This is likely a pass, and it is. Not going to be sacked just yet. He throws to the sideline. It's caught by Derrick Henry, and he'll pick up 4 yards. Pretty great first down play. It's one of the short plays that I was just mentioning. Derrick Henry's second catch of the ball game. And they make it 2nd and medium. Henry's still in there.
To throw is Prescott.
Prescott throws short. Darren Waller again. He is making his presence felt today. Prescott 13 yards short of 300. Darren Waller already at 144 yards receiving. Truly absurd.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Prescott hands it off Derrick Henry again. Just using his strength and picks up 3 yards. He only has 8 carries in this game. That's insanity. Haven't said TJ Watt's name too much tonight. None of that or Trayvon Diggs. We'll see if either of them can make a big play here now that I've invoked their names. Prescott, weird snap. Waits, throws short. It's caught by Darren Waller again. His 7th catch already. He's over 150 yards receiving, and he gets the first down inside the 20.
And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you.
Tre'Davious White's 5th tackle of the game.
Just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott waits, has all the time in the world, only a 3-man pressure. He throws the corner of the end zone. No, DeAndre Hopkins caught it, got his feet down both in the exact same spot. It was just out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. You gotta think this is gonna be some sort of run to Derrick Henry. Try and shorten this up and make it for an easier 3rd down. Henry is in the game. 3 wideouts and a tight end. Henry stays in to block. Prescott throws, end zone, exact same play, and it works this time. No, it doesn't. Adams was in the corner. It was closer. They might review that. But for now, it's 3rd and 10. Had his guy there, but he overthrew it slightly. And Dallas will challenge. Let's take a look at this replay and see if this is a touchdown.
Taking a peek at whether or not those feet
that looks good. That looks good. Do we get a good shot of his feet here? We do. Does he control the ball all the way through? He does. A little bit of movement there. He's staying exclusively with the feet. Let's take a look. And they take touchdown. What a play. Dak Prescott gets it there. They don't show the decision from the referee. A little weird. Pacing's kind of strange in this game, but Daniel Carlson, regardless of the pacing, ties the game at 24. What an incredible drive. And I mentioned at the start, it's a free drive. You did not have to get a defensive stop in order to get the ball. Your defense is completely fresh, can get back out there and try something else to stop Tom Brady.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Lockett the return.
Lockett juking outside. My goodness. A decent return up to the 30s. Tyler Lockett, this has been his game. I mean, in every single press release I've done for TC, I'm talking about Tom Brady, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill. And Tyler Lockett's just like, I'm here too. Russell Wilson's favorite target, not named Doug Baldwin. I can get my plays, I can get my catches, and he's doing exactly that today.
They already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out.
Brady on 1st and 10. He's looking deep. He fires. And that is caught. Harry McLaurin snapped out of bounds. If he didn't, that's 6.
Connection on that one. 35 yards.
35 more yards for Brady. Already 317 passing yards. Here, 3 minutes into the second half. This game is unbelievable.
First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then
Brady, under a little bit of pressure, throws wide open, another 15 yards. Brady has 346 passing yards. 346 passing yards. Tyler Boyd, Baltimore Ravens' worst nightmare, making the catch there.
Teams get too concerned about the deep ball, they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
These big hits really aren't going to matter if you're not targeting the ball. Brady steps up. They're already in the red zone after just 2 plays. What do you know? It's another throw. Brady waits, drops back, throws, end zone. If you have it there, it's tipped away. He had his guy there, it was inbounds, but Dallas' defense holds strong at 2nd and 10.
Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brady again.
Brady throws the... Oh, wow, that was bad. So just as context, the most passing yards in a game in NFL history, let's get the stat right, is 554 yards. That was set in 1951 by one Norm Van Brocklin. And has not been broken since. We might see it broken here.
2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now
Brady fakes the handoff, 3rd and 10, end zone. One-handed, he dropped it. Went for it, had it, but the hit, as I talked about, the hit is what made the difference. Denzel Ward comes in and shuts it down. That was Tyler Lockett looking for another score. And Denzel Ward saves the play. Absolutely huge defensive stop for the D team to make this a 3-point game as opposed to 7.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
Tyler Bass's kick is
the kick by Bass
good. 27-24.
And give him a 3-point lead. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder. A field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Massive hit on the return by the T team. Deebo Samuel has to get up slowly. That's the one drawback of limiting the receivers to mostly just the guys that I selected, those first 5. Because you're going to have some of your main wideouts getting those big hits in the kick returns.
So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the
So Dak Prescott comes out. Dallas only down by 3. He's having a huge day as well. We'll see if that continues here. Prescott throws short. It's caught by Devontae Adams. He picks up 4 yards there on 1st and 10. Prescott already over 300 yards. I mean, they might both combine to throw 1,000 yards in this game. That's not just doable, that's likely at this point. And that's with Derrick Henry. The best running back in football. They give it to him here. He gets outside and... Oh my goodness!
They're able to knock him down. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Trayvon Diggs just had his whole weekend just straight up ruined by Derrick Henry there. Let's take another look at this. This is a bad look. There were a bunch of players in front of him. I don't think we're gonna get another look at that stiff arm, but we should. Oh, here we go. Oh no!
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
From the shotgun now.
They hand it off to Dalvin Cook, and he pushes forward to pick up 3.
For about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's
all right, so here is Dak Prescott on 2nd and 7. Henry back in the ball game. He is fresh. He is ready to dominate. But they'll throw. Prescott under pressure, and he lost the ball. Hits up on the offensive lineman. No, it's Derrick Henry. He will find a way to get to the ball. He will find a way to get his carries somehow. He picks up a loose ball, makes it a 2-yard loss instead of a turnover, which would have been an absolute death knell for this game. Trayvon Diggs comes back and makes the tackle after getting embarrassed 2 plays ago. Again, I'm not sure who made that sack. I think that might have been one of the extra T-team players. It's not actually on the OG T-team, but makes a good play. 3rd and 9. Dak under pressure again. Oh, no. I don't know what happened there. That fell out of his hands.
Almost a surprise
What?
to see an incomplete pass
What?
on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot
Weird.
on the gas all
Really,
game
really
long.
weird
Here
throw there. I don't know if they're
again.
going to show us a replay. They probably won't. But it's 4th and 9.
Here's
T-team comes up with a stop.
As he's on to punt for Dallas.
Dustin Colquitt. This is a better kick. It'll go down to 25-ish. Tyreek Hill will get one juke and pick up about 9 yards on the return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your
So Brady comes back out.
Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes,
He's going to launch deep, and he's got it again. He's just been unbelievable. 366 yards already. And that's with 11 incomplete passes. 11 incomplete passes. McLaurin makes the catch. Bucs already past midfield.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Another big tackle by Denzel Ward, who broke up the touchdown on the last drive. Brady on 1st and 10. Hands it off to Pollard. And he'll be able to pick up a couple yards to make it 2nd and 7.
Second down.
Sometimes with the running game,
Only 28 yards rushing for Tony Pollard, but 2 scores. He's been their closer.
Also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady takes a snap on 2nd down, hands it off to Ty Montgomery on the outside. Another likely helmet-to-helmet hit there. Not sure I'm a big fan of that. Demario Davis was the one to get most of the stop, and then number 20 on Dallas's defense came in for the hit to end it.
But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that.
Couldn't tell you who number 20 is off the top of my head. I don't really know. Brady on 3rd and 4. Of course he's passing it. He waits. He will not be sacked. He throws it long, but it's incomplete. I mean, it's a bad throw, but part of the reason why it was bad was because Denzel Ward was flying in, and maybe Brady saw that it likely wasn't going to be a first, so he just overthrew it so Tyler Lockett didn't have to go through that hit. This is going to be another long field goal attempt. This is 58 yards for a kicker who, again, I cannot stress this enough, does not have this range. Fastest kick is, unsurprisingly, no good. My goodness. And Bruce Arians is a solid guy. He's got a good head on those shoulders. I don't know why he keeps sending his kicker out like this. Unbelievable. And now they get the ball back in midfield. Why not just go for it? If you want the points, you have a much better shot at getting 4 yards with Tom Brady.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
Derrick Henry up the gut, breaks the tackle, and gets close to a first down. It's going to be the ref's decision. It's 2nd and inches.
Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Again, it's Henry.
Henry again, making mincemeat of that defense. He's up to 75 yards rushing now, and he is starting to take over, and that is a bad, bad sign for the T-team. Tom Brady's going to have to step up and throw for 600.
Back-to-back good plays.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 29. Derrick Henry still in the game. Only 4 down linemen for the Bucs, and they'll just go to him again. Derrick Henry.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Asserting his will. 12 carries now for 81 yards. And it's starting to look like a really good strategy for the D team to lean completely into your passing game when you're finding those lanes to Devontae Adams and Darren Waller and just save Derrick Henry. He doesn't have to go through the punishment of a bunch of 3 yards and a cloud-dust runs. And then he's fresh when the defense is already tired in the second half here. Prescott throws short. That was almost picked off. I think Adams got one hand on it and knocked it away from the defenders.
Coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Prescott throws wide open. DeAndre Hopkins. Big hit at the end of it. They try to go to fumble. It does not matter. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And Nuke gets the big reception. Dallas, with sacks in hand, is now over 300 total passing yards. Beautiful throw by Prescott. Got the hip action in there. Hopkins was wide open because they were covering Adams and Waller and whatever running back was on the field. So Prescott here has a little bit of space on the line if he wants to run up the middle. It's probably a pass, though. Nope, it goes to Dalvin Cook. And the Dallas Cowboys, the D team, has taken the lead in the NFC Championship game late in the 3rd quarter.
And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. That almost looked too easy. And
so now that we have a little bit of time before the next drive, quick rundown of how this game went in the opening game of the regular season. I ended up playing this game as the D team because I wanted to see how they were. I got a quick look at the T team's lineup, saw that they had Tom Brady, but did not realize they also had Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, and was not ready for how dominant that offense was. And I was especially not ready for how many interceptions I was going to throw. I think Dak had like 4 or 5 picks in that game alone. And it made for a blowout. It was not close. Because once you're in the franchise mode file, you can't watch CPU versus CPU games. So now I'm just relishing in the fact that these two teams are perfect matches for each other, and it's 31-27. We're bound to see a whole bunch more scoring in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a really exciting game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Lockett the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the T team here.
Here's Brady to throw.
Brady launches deep, and it's intercepted!
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Darius Williams, the former Los Angeles Ram and current Jacksonville Jaguar. An absolutely awful throw by Brady. I cannot stress this enough. That is not a good throw. He was looking for Lockett and just lost control of it. And Darius Williams, I mean, had to have his head on a swivel because you're just not used to the passes being this off target. You're just prepping to make a tackle because you're expecting that to be right in his breadbasket. But he gets his arms around there, makes the simple catch, and suddenly the D team can take control of this game. Henry steps up, and they shut him down this time. Tremaine Edmonds, one of the few defenders in the NFL that has the body and physicality to really match up one-on-one with Derrick Henry in the run game.
Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Second and 8, they've got the heavy set to the left side. And they will go there. Henry jukes outside, just keeps his leg moving. And where most other running backs would be tackled for a gain of 1, he gets 4. That's the difference. That is the Derrick Henry difference. That's what puts you to 2,293 yards and 27 touchdowns on the season.
And I know goals change all the time.
3rd and 4.
But any team will take that
I think Dalvin Cook is in the game now at running back.
Prescott to throw.
Prescott waits, looks, runs. What?
To the end zone, but it's
What?
incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call. And an
I
aggressive
don't know
play.
what that was. He was running, tried to throw it like the other way across his body, which is never a good idea. I don't even think Mahomes can do that. And misses it badly. It's going to be 34-27.
Field goal try for the Cowboys.
Daniel Carlson in the game from 32. Snap, hold, kick is
The kick by Carlson is
good.
good.
And the lead is 7.
A 7-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Lockett the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him.
Another big tackle on Lockett there.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
So here is Tom Brady.
is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers. Right?
Got it away just before he was sacked and was out of bounds.
Maximizing opportunities.
And I hesitate to say this,
No sense risking
but I
anything
think
there.
Dallas's pass rush is starting to get to Tom Brady a little bit.
Receiver out to his side,
Just a little bit.
put that in a spot
They
where
still
the
haven't sacked him.
can make a play on it, or the
But I mean, they got
trainers
past the
and the
lineman. They were able to run in and force Tom Brady to stop looking around the field and just get rid of the ball.
Come up on a 2nd and 10.
Brady hands off to Pollard on the draw. He gets a wide open lane and gets the first down. Great draw there.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So here's 1st and 10 for the T team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady.
Brady, 4-man rush is just not going to do it. And they shut down Ty Montgomery. It's Darius Williams who got there first, and Denzel Ward who finished the playoff.
Shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
2nd and 11 here. Brady sets up in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his right.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Brady launches deep, has him panned there, and Lockett was turning to keep going, but Denzel Ward lowered the boom and shut it down. It is a first down, but it could have been a lot more. Lockett has 158 yards receiving already. 158 yards receiving, most that anyone has had
It's a mental aspect that's going on.
so far in this postseason, except for Darren Waller in this game.
So much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy?
Brady throws quickly, it's caught.
Out there to try and slow him down.
Let's take a look at who that was. It was Terry McLaurin on the quick slant route. Picks up 5 more
You see
yards.
zone defense, and you know you got a drag route.
McLaurin has 80 yards receiving.
You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Brady now in 2nd and 5. Pollard in the game. They give to him another draw. It worked last time, but there's DeMarcus Lawrence, his first real highlight play of the night, to shut that down and make it 33. Well, if you're looking for a golden opportunity for the Dallas defense, you have it right here. I mean, they already got the interception, but you got to have like 5 or 6 golden opportunity plays in order to really beat Tom Brady. Everybody knows that.
Shotgun now for
Brady throws short, got him. Hawkinson, rarely used today, but gets the big catch there. That's probably the last play of the third quarter.
A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work.
And we have started with what is sure to be an instant classic fourth quarter. Brady in the shotgun. Waits. All the time in the world. Launches deep. He's got his man. It's hot. Brady has 424 passing yards. 424 passing yards. Tyreek Hill finally gets a big play. And they're at the 10. I mean, you have 4 massive individuals trying to get by that offensive line, and they are just worthless. Denzel Ward gets another big hit, but Tyreek Hill holds on with those gloves, those hands. He gets it right.
A looming decision to make on the conversion.
Brady on 1st and 10 from the 10. Waits, throws, short, and that's knocked away. Number 20 with the breakup. I still don't know who that is.
Legs underneath him, mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there.
Oh, it's Devin McCourty. That's who it is. That makes sense. Brady in the shotgun, waits, throws, end zone. It's caught. Denzel Ward is there to shut it down, but it's a gain of 8 to Tyler Lockett, his 9th catch for 166 yards. Third and goal. Tony Pollard in. Can he get his 3rd touchdown of the day? And his 6th touchdown of the postseason? The answer to that is, of course, no, it's not. Tavario Davis makes the tackle for a loss of 1, but they're going to bring him right back out there and probably try it again.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
So let's see what Bruce Arians decides to do here. They will go for it. Tom Brady is in the shotgun. It doesn't look like they're going to run because Tony Pollard's not in the game. It's Ty Montgomery. Brady waits, throws, end zone, corner. Got it! Touchdown, Tyreek Hill, and we are tied.
Set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Pass on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
A 12-play, 81-yard drive that took up almost a third of that third quarter.
Set to go now.
Here comes the kickoff of Tyler Bass.
Two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line.
So let's see what the D team does to answer here. Their offense has really started to move and click on an elite level. Derrick Henry's getting it going. Dak Prescott's 334 passing yards. He could easily have more. The only reason he doesn't is because Derrick Henry started to run the ball incredibly well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry's back there. They're stacking the box. It's a draw to Henry. He gets plenty of space. Oh, no!
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I said earlier that Tremaine Edmonds is one of the few defenders who has the ability to stop Derrick Henry in one-on-one. I think, maybe, that I might have been wrong on that. I don't think we're going to get a replay, and we're not, but I'm going to have to go back and watch this stream later and see that stiff arm again. That was brutal.
Here's Prescott.
Prescott waits, rolls out. He's got somebody chasing him. He's going to launch it deep, and it is.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
Caught by Darren Waller. What a catch. 175 receiving yards by Darren Waller. A true clash of the Titans this game.
I can do it.
Look at this catch.
Big of a deal to me, and I'm gonna keep
Look at that catch. Look at the feet. That's, oh my God. Tampa's going to challenge. It's the tips of his feet were in. And then once he flattened his feet, they started to go out. But I think it's just where you first initiate contact. As long as something is there at the beginning, it's going to be a catch. I think he got it.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't.
It'll be a weird Madden glitch if it doesn't count. I don't think they're going to show the decision here.
That's pretty tight.
And they're not. And they say incomplete. They say incomplete. An incorrect decision by the official. Overrules the play. Can Prescott make it irrelevant? No, it's incomplete.
Not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
A mind-boggling turn of events as the refs overturn a completed pass without conclusive evidence. And suddenly Tampa gets the ball back. That's really, really puzzling.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
So here's Brady. Looking to make him pay. He fires deep, and that's going to be caught by Travis Kelce. He had more than enough space to try and get an extra foot in bounds to stop and get more yardage, but didn't do it. Gain of 4.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that.
I mean, if Tampa scores in this drive, I am legitimately convinced they're going to win this game. They have been given a free possession when Dallas should still have the ball here after that catch. I'm flabbergasted. Brady waits, throws short. It's incomplete. They really fly into Ty Montgomery there.
Defense here, they did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third and 6.
So after the 2nd down incompletion,
Brady in the shotgun.
Now against a 3rd and 6.
Biggest play of the day so far for Brady. He waits. Gets it away. It's caught by Montgomery. They get up there before the 1st down, and they shut him down. Beautiful, beautiful zone defense by Dallas. They all just fly in and surround Ty Montgomery, but he cannot get there.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got.
And Brady had time. He was not going to be sacked there. He should have just waited for a receiver to get open, come running back towards the ball. That's usually a no-brainer way to get 1st downs. But instead they'll punt it away. And the challenge that overturned a successful catch is not going to matter all that much. Here's the D team getting the ball back. It's going to be, oh my God, DJ Moore gets lit up on that play by TJ Watt. That might be his first tackle of the ball game. Or at least the first tackle that I've noticed.
And a tight game after punting last
Prescott's still at 334 passing yards.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here we go.
On the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease.
After a quick run by Derrick Henry, it's going to be 2nd and 8.
And just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Tampa needs some more elite defensive plays here. These two teams have combined for almost 500 yards or 900 yards of offense. Henry is destroyed on that one. Tre'Davious White flies through and makes the big stop with Tremaine Edmonds also there to take him down.
Third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a
Third and
nice
9.
job there stopping his progress.
They are forcing Dak Prescott to throw the ball where he has been really, really effective today. We'll see if he can keep that up. He also has 2 interceptions, both thrown to Trayvon Mullen.
The Cowboys on third down.
10.5 minutes to go.
But not much success, converting only 3 times.
Dak.
This is 3rd and 9.
Does he want Waller? He's going to throw way deep. He has somebody down there wide open, and it's caught!
It got his man.
Dalvin Cook, touchdown!
Cowboys.
Unbelievable!
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys strike.
How does that happen in the Tampa secondary?
Dak Prescott
I mean, it's a simple go route. It's a wheel route from the running back.
He showed it off there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for
60 air yards on that. Cook makes the catch. It wasn't quite in stride. He had to slow down, but he used his speed to get out there, and suddenly it's 41-34.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
This game just never ceases to surprise you. It's been exactly what we wanted the entire way through. I mean, usually when players who just sort of come out of nowhere to make massive plays, late in games with a little bit more time, usually somebody else steps in that you would more expect to kind of answer and put the game back to even terms. So I would imagine that somebody on Tampa is going to make a big play this drive to tie this game back up. There is no way that's the game-winning touchdown, but it might be. Crazier things have happened.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady.
So Brady on 1st and 10. Empty set in the shotgun. 5 wideouts out there, including Travis Kelce as tight end. He waits, throws, short, caught. But look who's there on the stop. It's Darius Slay Jr. Haven't called his name too much tonight. But he gets a big play there. Tyreek Hill, 8 catches, 76 yards tonight. 5th tackle of the day for Slay. That's his biggest one so far. 3-yard gain on what could have been a lot more. You saw in that divisional game how lethal drag routes were for the T team. Brady hands it off to Pollard. He gets a gash, but there is Demario Davis, the best middle linebacker in Madden 22. Stepping in, sprinting out, and shutting down that hole to make it 3rd and 3. And here we go again. Tom Brady's got to step up and make a play. And who better to do it than the 7-time Super Bowl champion? Third and 3. Brady under center with Pollard behind him. This is a run set. Dallas is stacking the box. And they hand it off. They hand it off. When they have Tom Brady and a record-setting passing attack, they give it to Tony Pollard and it fails. And now, the D team is going to get the ball back with a chance to end the game. Baffling decisions all over the place in this game. From awful field goal calls, to really weird challenges, to throws across his body by Dak Prescott, to maybe the worst play call we've seen today, a run to Tony Pollard on 3rd and 3, when you have Tom Brady just going nuclear in the passing game. I don't get it. I do not get it.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Good punt at least, and DJ Moore's taken down.
Change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they
Here's
make
first
a
and 10.
mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and
Derrick Henry.
immeasurably.
That's late game Derrick Henry right there, making 5 yards when it should be 2.
In order to close out the game, don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today.
2nd and 4 here.
I think so.
Prescott in the shotgun. I think that's Dalvin Cook in the game.
Yeah, and I think what
Who could go anywhere on the field. We know that now. Prescott. That's Derrick Henry. Never mind. Throws it deep and oh my God, Devontae Adams didn't turn around. Didn't know the ball was coming. Prescott's over 400 yards today. 3rd and 4, and suddenly we've got another big third down play, and we'll see if Tampa's defense can step up and make the big time stop here. Dak keeps Henry in. They have the screen. They set it up. Henry gets outside. Nope.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went back.
Number 99 gets the stop. I don't know who that is. Are they going to tell me? Probably not. Oh, it's Settle, the guy that I don't know, but his name starts with T, so I don't really care.
The football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
So the bad play call to send it to Tony Pollard instead of passing the ball ends up not mattering, as Dallas goes with an equally puzzling play call, a halfback screen when those never, ever work. In Madden 22.
As he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh no! Oh no!
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
I look away for 1 second.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense.
Was that a fumble? It was a fumbled punt.
You got a chance at a turnover, and instead,
it was a fumbled
give
punt.
Up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Oh my goodness! That's Darius Williams again. It's Derwin James with the hit. We've been talking about those big hits, and this game is over. This game is effectively over.
And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And in order to win this game, Tom Brady and the Tampa offense likely have to break 50 points. They would need 2 quick touchdown drives and a defensive stop of the D team that has not been stopped in a long time.
Kicks away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to
so that time Lockett holds on to it.
Solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick
Here's Brady.
Brady and the Buccaneers here.
They got to move fast now if they want their season to survive.
Off play action.
Brady, play fake, and there's the sack!
Brady loses the football.
They finally get to Tom Brady the first time he's been sacked all postseason. I think it was Demario Davis.
Lucky to have recovered because the defense got
Kelsey picks up the fumble and makes it only a 3-yard loss, but the overall message has been set. Their first play, when they were down by 14 and needed something to go right, is a sacked fumble.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady.
Brady launches it deep. It's going to be caught. Lock it again. It'll be 3rd and short. 457 passing yards for Tom Brady. But it looks like it might be a losing effort because of a Tyreek Hill fumble on a punt return.
Not yet.
Not a chance.
I've yet to see a fair catch in any of the games that I've watched so far. I don't even know if it's in the software for them to be able to do. Here's Brady in the shotgun on 3rd and 3.
Brady gonna try and throw
waits,
on 3rd down.
Launches, deep, it is caught! Another massive hit by Derwin James, who forced the fumble on Tyreek Hill on the punt return, but Terry McLaurin gets the first down. And I think It's not 500 yet for Brady. He's getting extremely close. McLaurin's close to 100 yards receiving.
Want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Brady from the 42.
Now a play fake.
He'll fake the handoff. Walk back deep, has plenty of protection, launches it to the sideline. It's out of bounds.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now for the T team. Still 58 yards short of the end zone. Down by 14 late.
That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
Brady drops back. Launches deep before he's hit. And that is incomplete. He was looking for McLaurin. He was in double coverage.
It's another zone defense.
And I don't know why he keeps going for these deep balls. Brady is the king of finding the most damaging read on every single play, but he just keeps going for these deep balls. And they're not there. There's too much coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at
3rd and
3rd and 10. Now Brady.
Brady looking deep again, has the time to be able to go there. Somebody's got to start coming back to the ball right now, or else he's going to be sacked. He gets it away before he's hit. It's picked off! It's picked off!
Darius Slay with a pick.
Darius Slay intercepts it, and this game is all but over. The D team is going to pull off the upset and go to the Super Bowl to face the J team in all likelihood.
And a nice interception there.
A Willie Mays style going away from the ball interception by Darius Slay to shut this one down. What an incredible catch by Slay, and the D team has come up with the stops that they needed. They are a machine. I would think they would be the favorites in the Letter League Super Bowl. That'll be coming up at some point soon. Possibly tomorrow. I might just finish this off tomorrow. Henry gets to the outside, cuts up 50-45, breaks a couple tackles, and picks up 18 yards in that run. He's over 100 yards in a day.
116 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care
Here's
of
Dak on 1st and 10.
Because you're going to tell your quarterback.
Jump snap, handoff to Dalvin Cook, who makes the picks up 5 yards there. I am really running out of voice here.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that.
Jack drops back, throws, caught.
Throw taken in by Adams.
And that is Devontae Adams making the catch.
Works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And there's running clock now. This game is all but over.
Expect to see a lot of man
Padding
coverage
stats.
because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure.
Honestly, the only reason I'm not simulating right now is because of how good this game has been. It's been out of respect for how good this game has really been. Prescott hands it off to Derrick Henry. He only picks up 1 there. He'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Dak drops back, no pressure at all. He rolls out all the time in the world. He'll launch it short. It's caught by Darren Waller, who gets the first down. Dak is up to 427 passing yards. Darren Waller, 166.
Something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're
1st and 10, D team is in the red zone looking for the nightcap, the dagger. Derrick Henry's in the game. Derrick Dagger Henry. Let's see if they give it to him. It's a fake jet sweep. They hand it off to Henry. He will not get there.
First times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All right, 2-minute warning. It's all just pleasantries and padding stats and figuring out what the final numbers are going to be. It's going to be truly ludicrous statistical numbers for basically every single player, both on offense and defense. Henry takes a snap, 10, 5. Can he get there? No, he's down at the 1. 12 more yards for Derrick Henry, who goes over 120.
The 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's 1st and goal from the 1. You got to give it to Henry here. The only thing he's missing is a touchdown. Henry in the game. T-team is stacking the box, but leaving the middle a little bit light because the 3 wide receivers. They give it to Henry. He goes up and walks in untouched, and that is the ball game. Derrick Henry gets it in there, and the D team, the Dallas Cowboys, are going to the Super Bowl. Somebody call Scooter Magruder.
They have dominated this 4th quarter.
Could not block that one.
It's not his Dallas Cowboys, but it is Dak Prescott. It is DeMarcus Lawrence.
By the offensive line.
And they're going to do it in Tom Brady's house. Well, in his retirement home anyway, out in Florida. They're going to shut this thing down. Derrick Henry congratulating DJ Fluker. Here comes Daniel Carlson for the extra point. That is their 70th offensive play of this game. 55-34, the most points that any team has scored in this postseason. Breaking the C team's mark of 52 points in the wild card round against the 4th extra team, the Minnesota Vikings. And I'm just going to simulate this through. This is a 21-point game with just 2 minutes to go. There's the kickoff. Brady to Travis Kelce. Tom Brady runs for 5 yards. Tony Pollard for 6 more. Tyreek Hill picks up 9, and let's just go back in to see the end of this game. 3rd and 1. Tom Brady's efforts to make it to the Super Bowl are going to fall short here. Dallas was able to pull away with a 70-yard pass touchdown from Dak Prescott to Dalvin Cook. Then a fumbled Tyreek Hill punt return led to a Darius Williams return touchdown. And finally, one more offensive backbreaker drive with a Derrick Henry 1-yard score. Put the game fully out of reach with 10 seconds to go. Tampa uses another timeout. Brady, I think he got over 500 with that one. Travis Kelce gets over 100 yards receiving. And this will, in all likelihood, be the last play of this game.
So first and
10
from the 30.
Brady 30 yards away from the end zone.
Throwing now is Brady.
They'll launch short. It's caught by Kelce. He's got to get down now. He does, and they call a timeout. So we'll get one more play. They are at exactly 500 passing yards. Brady got to that mark for the 2nd game in a row. Travis Kelce, 127 yards. Campbell's 7th tackle of the day.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside.
Final play of the day, 2 seconds to go.
One final try now for Brady.
Brady got it away, sideline, and that is intercepted. Devondre Campbell ends it with a pick, and the D team moves on to a star-studded Super Bowl. It was the one we expected, the DJ matchup that everybody thought was coming. Both teams have 20 players at 85 or over overall or better on their roster, and they will get to face off in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen versus Dak Prescott. It's all coming to you probably sometime tomorrow or whenever we find time to do it. That's it for tonight. I'm going to go get some lozenges, go to bed, not talk for a bit. My voice is dead. It's dead. It's totally dead. Oh, right. Final stat lines first. Tom Brady, 526 yards passing. Dak Prescott, 427. Let's just take a look at team stats to see how many yards they combined for. Yep, they went over 1,000 together. 892 passing yards between the two teams. Just unbelievable. Let's take a look. Tom Brady, 526 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Dak Prescott, 427 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Running the ball, it was Derrick Henry and basically nobody else. Travis Kelce, 12 catches, 127 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 10 catches, 176 yards. Tyreek Hill, 9 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Devontae Adams, 9 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Darren Waller, 8 catches, 166 yards, and a touchdown. McLaurin with 98 yards. Just an embarrassment of riches in the passing game. Defensively, Demario Davis had 15 total tackles when you combine assists. 2 tackles for loss. Devondre Campbell also had 7 tackles. Let's take a look at the big stats. Tim Settle, 3 tackles for loss on the Tampa end. Dante Fowler Jr., Demario Davis, and Tre'Davious White all had 2 tackles for loss. That's it. Great game, everybody.